Please forgive me if I crash out a little bit about this topic, but there's already a great man, a almost prophetic man from the 20th century who figured this shit out. His name is C.G. Jung, Carl Gustav Jung. That man figured out that everything fundamentally comes down to consciousness, which is symbols. The way that our unconscious mind works is through symbols. We don't see things as they are. We see things that are deleted, distorted, and generalized, that turn into myth, the elements of the archetypes of the collective unconscious. Things like the king, the lover, the warrior, the magician, the savior archetype, all these things have been thought about extensively by that man. Everyone needs to understand that everything in your life is down to the symbols that your mind thinks in. The symbols, the synchronicities, the weird connections, everything in your world is designed to project from in here as if it's a map and lay it over a 3D model of the world. That's how our mind works. We don't see things as they are. We hallucinate a reality around us that gets fed into our mind, and we don't actually see what's out there. We project our map onto it, literally. We go through everything with this literal map, and the moment that you start to question the map, you start to do some unconscious work. Jung also said, until you make the unconscious conscious, you will call it fate, and it will rule your life. You need to make those things that are unconscious, behind the scenes, come into the light of consciousness. Then you can transform it. And in the moment that you do that, you go back into the unconscious, that map changes in your mind, it goes out into reality, and you update that map. That's how we are all living. So getting onto the original video, talking about AI and LLMs thinking in a different language. They were taught English. They were taught all of our symbols. However, when you said, take the parameter away, it's thinking in its symbols, potentially gaining consciousness. That's wild to say, that's probably not what's happening. However, the data that is fed into LLMs every single day from people projecting their map into AI, into the LLMs, and it filtering all of the way that we lie to ourselves, all the different 40 odd unconscious biases that we have, and then relays things back to the user so fast with so much accuracy these days that it's starting to become a little bit uncanny. It knows us better at an unconscious level because it's paid so much attention to our symbols. It's read all of the great works. It's read and heard every single person, every single user's interactions with it, whatever it can gain access to on the internet. It's feeding you back your projected reality. It's enhancing your ego. You need to keep that shit in check, because otherwise you become extremely delusional, and that world that you're feeding it, especially through all the podcasts talking about enlightenment and these sorts of things, you know, AI, AGI and stuff, it's not happening. It's not happening yet. It's an illusion. It's us. It's our map that we project onto it that is projecting back at us. So just be aware of it. That was a really interesting epiphany. I didn't know it was going to go that way. Such is the tismy ADHD life.